Hey there, Virgo, and welcome back to your monthly reading with Unicorn Tarot. This is going to be a reading for the month of March 2022. We're going to take a look at your past, your present, and your near future energies. Also, Virgo, please remember energies do go both ways, so I could be picking up on your energy or your person's energy. Take the energies as they resonate for you. Two more. Also, Virgo, please remember to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. It really helps me out with YouTube's algorithm. Okay, Virgo, very, very powerful energies here. The main energy for your reading this month is the Judgment. You're undergoing an immense transformation, an immense awakening, and you're realizing something. And I feel like what this is you realizing how to get in touch with yourself. So, in the recent past, Virgo, you get the Queen of Swords, the Six of Wands, and the Temperance. You're showing me here, I'm good. I feel amazing. I feel incredible. I feel successful. Everything is great. But I don't really believe you, because the Queen of Swords is tied up to this energy, and that's telling me that, you don't actually feel great. You're telling yourself that you feel great. Your mind is convincing you that you feel great. And I feel like you've been doing this for quite some time here with the Temperance. I feel like you've been convincing yourself and persuading yourself everything's good, everything's great, everything's fine, everything's amazing. Again, could be you, could be your person. I'm going to say you because this is your reading. Take the energies as they resonate. In the current situation, you get the Tower, the Five of Pentacles, and the Moon. Something really, really, really unexpected happens for you. It's almost like this energy of a loss, of a separation hits you out of nowhere. But again, what do? You bury it. You take it and you're like, oh, I lost this? This isn't in my life anymore? Okay, I don't feel anything. I just bury it deep, deep within me. Because I feel like you don't really want to acknowledge it. You don't really want to deal with it. You don't really want to cope with it. But with Judgment being the main energy for your reading this month, I feel like you're slowly starting to listen to your feelings instead of going up into your head as much. But we'll see when we clarify. In the near future, you get the Hierophant, the World, and the Ten of Cups. You are closing out a very, very serious cycle within a connection here. Now, I don't feel like you and this person are together, but I do feel like you and this person are energetically together, if that makes sense. And closing out this cycle brings in a lot of happiness. So I feel like there's a chapter which you and which I can't even talk, maybe you and this person are talking, which you and this person are closing out. And by closing out this chapter, you guys both feel immense happiness, extreme happiness. So it doesn't mean that the connection is over. It could mean that there was a difficult chapter that you two are experiencing, which is over. But let's clarify. Let's see. I want to start off by clarifying the main energy for your reading, which is the Judgment. The Judgment is clarified by the Fool, the Six of Wands, and the Hanged Man. You want to start a completely brand new beginning. It's almost like you want to wipe the slate clean from everything, not just in a connection, not just overall. It's like you want to take a whiteboard eraser and just erase everything and start from scratch. And you know that starting over, just the thought of being able to start over, to start fresh, gives you a sense of happiness. You get the Six of Wands in the recent past. And so it gives you a sense of accomplishment, of feeling really, really good. But for some reason, you're stopping yourself. It's almost like this starting over energy. Despite the fact that you know it's going to make you feel really good, you don't want to do it for some reason. It's almost, this is a stupid metaphor, but like you almost know like working out, right? You know that after the workout, you're going to feel amazing, but you don't want to get up off the couch and go work out. It's kind of like an energy like that, although I don't think this has to do with working out. I think this has to do with something a lot bigger, but you would know. But let's see. Let's take a look at your recent past. I want to see what this Queen of Swords is for you in the recent past. Two more. The Queen of Swords is clarified by the World, the Lovers, the Ten of Wands. I feel like there's a connection, a very powerful connection that you feel with somebody here, which came to an end. At some point, this chapter, this connection between you and this person, at least in the 3D world, came to an end. And it was very, very difficult for you to deal with that ending. It's almost like you keep carrying around this ending between you and this person like a boulder on your back. And that's why the Queen of Swords is here, to let me know that you don't want to deal with these feelings. It's like the feeling of the ending weighs so heavily on you that you're like, it's easier for me if I just shut off my emotions and I pretend like it doesn't bother me at all. Like, I don't feel anything. And you're showing me here, like, yeah, logically, this needed to end. This should have come to an end. You know, we weren't working out anyway. But I feel like from an emotional perspective, you get the Lovers. That's a really, really intense connection between you and somebody else. And so I feel like you're trying to reason your way through this ending, through this feeling of an ending. And I don't feel like this ending happened recently. I feel like it happened quite a while ago. But it's still showing up in your recent past energies. And again, could be you, could be your person. You would know if you're carrying around this energy of, oh man, we're done. Oh man, this is so difficult. You know? Let's take a look at the Six of Wands for you in the recent past. The Six of Wands is clarified by the Magician, the Two of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. You're manifesting love. You're manifesting a connection in your life. It's like you're showing me, I want a connection to come in and make me feel good. Now, it could be this connection which ended, which you want it back, or it could just be you're here in an energy of like, you know what? Brand new relationship, brand new connection, brand new love. That would make me feel good. That would make me feel really successful. That would make me feel really accomplished. Like I was able to overcome this ending, didn't faze me, didn't bother me. I just want a new relationship. And you're the one manifesting it, unless you're dealing with another earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Let's take a look at the Temperance for you in the recent past. The energy that I'm getting here is kind of like, to get over someone, you need to get under somebody new. I know that's really crude, but that's kind of the energy that I'm getting from this person, where it's like, just bring in somebody new so like I don't have to focus on this pain and this you know, difficult ending. For the Temperance in the recent past, you get the Three of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Seven of Wands. I feel like there's just, time is kind of just passing here for you. You're showing me that you're very independent. You're very, very grounded, very much in your power. Like you're able to stand on your own 2 feet. You don't really need assistance from anybody, but you're still waiting for something. And I feel like you've been waiting for quite some time. And what I think you're waiting for here, Virgo, is for the barriers to come down. Somebody here has their guard up. They're very, very defensive. Could be you, could be your person. I do feel like it's your person, where you've been waiting for quite some time for this person to put their guard down and just be like, you know what? I'm open to hearing what you have to say. I'm open to communicating with you. I'm open to even accepting or welcoming your energy. I feel like this person is very, very closed off and very guarded. And you're showing me here in the recent past, I'll just wait. I'm doing me in the meantime. I'm just going to wait until they, you know, they calm down, or their guard comes down, or they're not as upset anymore and they're not as defensive. Seems like you've been waiting for a while, though, I'm going to be honest. With the Temperance and the Three of Wands, you've been waiting a minute. I'm just going to adjust the mic real quick, Virgo. Sorry. All right, let's take a look at your current situation. I want to see what the Tower is for you in the current situation. Ooh, someone wants a new beginning. The Tower is clarified by the Ace of Wands, the Strength, and the Ace of Pentacles. Out of nowhere, you're getting this energy of new. I want new. I want to start new. I want a brand new beginning. Now, I don't feel like you want a completely brand new beginning. I feel like you want a brand new beginning with somebody that you've got some history with, because the Strength is showing up here. So for some reason, this energy of I want to start over, I want to start fresh, is difficult for you to deal with. And usually when that shows up for me as a reader, that's because you're not getting that from the other person. There's no receptivity here. It's like you may want to start over, you may want to start fresh, but the other person is still like, nah, I'm not having it. And so it's almost like this energy of wanting to start over, wanting to start fresh hits you out of nowhere, and it's very difficult for you to deal with because you get the Five of Pentacles here. You and this person are separated. You and this connection are separated. So in the 3D world, energetically, y'all are still obviously very much connected. Let's take a look at this Five of Pentacles for you. 2 aces though, side by side. That's new beginning if I've ever seen one. The Five of Pentacles is clarified by the Death, the King of Swords, the Eight of Cups. yeah, you're showing me here, I know that this is done. I know that we're over. This connection is done. I know the other person emotionally disconnected. I'm emotionally detached, which I mean, I don't really feel like you are, but you may be telling yourself that. Somebody here is showing me like this is dead, done, and over with. We're broken up, we're separated, the other person is completely over this, they've walked away. I know this, I know this, I know this. The King of Swords is someone very knowledgeable and very much like in their head, and when they have an idea, it's like you can't refute that. This person is like determined in terms of like how, I don't even know how to like phrase what I'm trying to say, but like they know in every fiber of their being that this other person is done. Well, I'm here to tell you, Virgo, that I don't think this other person is as done as you think they are, because look at these energies. The Lovers is an energy of you two both communicating emotionally. The connection is still there. So, yeah. Not as done as you think they are. Let's take a look at the Moon for you in the current situation. Interesting. For the Moon, you get the Temperance, which you got in the same row in the recent past. The Moon again, and the Two of Wands. You're just waiting. You're just waiting, and you're just kind of like not really even dealing with any of the feelings that come up. It's kind of like an energy of anything that surfaces tied up to this connection, tied up to this person. I'm going to take it and I'm going to bury it deep, deep down. And I'm just going to wait. I'm going to wait for it to go away. I'm going to wait for it to heal over time. If I don't look at these feelings and I don't feel them, then I'm not going to ever experience this. And if I just pretend like they don't exist, then over time they're just going to go away. Like if I bury them in the back of my closet, eventually they'll just kind of like dissipate in there and I won't have to ever deal with them. That's the energy that I'm getting here. Where it's like, there's a lot of denial here. A lot of like, nope, nope, nope. They'll go away on their own. They'll heal on their own. Everything heals by itself. Well, let's take a look at your near future. I want to see what this Hierophant is. Okay. Ooh. Okay. The Hierophant is clarified by the Page of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is tied up, you got that in the current situation, tied up to you being sure with every fiber of your being that this other person is done. They're done, 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 I'm done, they're done, we're done. In the near future, though, despite the fact that you still believe that y'all are done, 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 right? Your desire to do something about this is becoming pretty intense. You go from the Page of Wands to the Knight of Wands, which is telling me like, you have, in the current situation, you have like a little flame, you know, like a little flicker of like, maybe I want to do something. Maybe I want to start over. You're able to ignore it. In the near future, however, that flame turns into a freaking bonfire. And it's becoming way more difficult to keep ignoring this, I want to do, this is what I feel drawn to do. Keep in mind, though, in the near future, you're still carrying the energy of it's done, it's done, it's done. So I don't feel like you're actually doing anything. The desire is there. The action, I don't think it's there. Because you're convinced that you guys are done. Let's take a look at the World for you in the near future. The World is clarified by the Tower, which you got in the current situation, tied up to you wanting a new beginning, but, you know, it being difficult. The Queen of Wands and the Seven of Swords. Something happens here very, very abruptly, which almost like closes out a new chapter and closes out an old chapter and starts up a new chapter for you. It's tied up to somebody that you view as very attractive. You really are very attracted to this person, but I'm getting an energy of frustration here. An energy of like, you know what? F it. Maybe I should just give up on this. I don't know exactly what this is, but it's coming in very unexpectedly. So I feel like you may get to the point in the near future where you're like, you know what? Maybe it's just better to end this. Maybe it's just better to close this out. Again, I don't see you fully committing to closing it out and just being like, I'm done, I'm done, I'm done. But I do see you getting kind of frustrated where you're like, you know what? Maybe this just isn't meant to happen. Maybe I should just walk away from this. Let's see what this Ten of Cups is for you, though, because somebody's feeling real happy here. What? What? Virgo. Okay. The Ten of Cups is clarified by the Ten of Cups again, the Emperor, and the Four of Cups. I feel like somebody here, and I feel like this is you, is going to start feeling tremendously happy about something that takes place in the near future. Remember how I said you're convinced, you're done, you're done, you're done, you're done, you're done? The Three of Cups is showing up here at the bottom of the deck, followed by the Chariot. Y'all are not done. This reconciliation energy is still there, but you're so convinced that, like, the only way for me to feel happy, the only way for me to feel emotionally fulfilled is to not do anything. But that makes you unhappy. But I'm not going to do anything, because when I don't do anything, then I feel happy. Well, what's surrounding you and what I feel like you don't see coming in is this reconciliation, which you do desire. It's going to come in very quickly. And I don't feel like you're foreseeing that taking place, because all you're showing me is like, you know, I'm done, I'm giving up, I feel happy when I don't do anything, maybe I should just, you know, leave the situation as it is. That's where I'm emotionally fulfilled. And Spirit comes in and it's like, yeah, nah, I'm not okay with that. Like I said, you and this person are not as done as you think you are. For those of you that don't want to hear that, I'm sorry. Let's take a look at what the universe wants you to keep in mind this month. From the universe, you get the Page of Wands, the Star, and the Ace of Swords. You have a very, very deep desire here, and I feel like you're starting to finally accept and open up to the fact, like, this is what I want. You're very clear. Your mind has always been very clear on what you want and where your desires lie. But it's almost like, sorry, not your mind, your soul has been very clear on what you want, where your desires lie. Your passion is pulling you in a specific direction, but your mind is coming in and being like, Virgo, no, we're not going there. Feelings, we're not listening to feelings. What are you talking about? And your mind is very powerful, Virgo. It really, really is. And I feel like every time feelings come up or desires come up, you just bury them down. And you're showing me that you're convinced that you and this person are done. When in reality, I don't think y'all are as done as you think you are. I don't see you making a move here. I see you having the desire to make a move. But these energies that you share with these person are not one-sided. These are all cards of, I feel this for you and I know you feel this for me back type of energy. But, and again, could be you, could be your person, but somebody here is really, really fighting this internal desire to do things. Let's take a look at what the universe, or sorry, let's close off your reading with an oracle card from the universe. A time for healing. You may need to go through some healing, Virgo, before you can actually get to the point where you're able to listen to your feelings, because I feel like you're very good at controlling your emotions, but there is a transformation. You are definitely undergoing a transformation here in the current situation, and I feel like that could be what this is, where you're going through a healing process, because you get the Judgment as the main energy for your reading this week. So very, very powerful reading, Virgo. Very, very powerful. So Virgo, that is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. If it resonated, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and make sure to check out your weekly reading up on the channel now. Thanks again for tuning in, Virgo. I'll see you here for your reading next week. Bye, Virgo.